People like that. All right, yo, what is up, everyone? We are live. This is Inseinen Studios weekly podcast. We're going over Master Edition number 5 of Blam, which covers logs. I put the thing. What was it?
43.
Logs 43 to 54. Hoo-yah. I was away for a while, and now I'm back. Super pumped. Very excited. How you guys?
I'm good.
Wonderful.
I'm good.
Yeah, so we do have one more guy coming, who's supposed to be here soonish. We've been waiting on him, and we were just bullshitting, talking about what I thought was funny. So figured we'd just go live and
what are your questions about the Netherlands, Josh?
Oh yeah, I was watching videos on. I don't know if anyone finds this interesting, but I like to study these things, like on urban planning and how, like, I guess in Europe and in the Netherlands and all those countries that have their things much better put together.
I guess
y'all don't have to drive anywhere. Like, y'all walk everywhere. I saw that there was like grocery stores that you carry a little gun that looks like a portal gun from Rick and Morty, and you just
that's for scanning.
You just carry it into the store with you, scan everything you want to buy, and then you just like walk out with it.
Mm.
And like everything is made so you can like bike everywhere, so you can like walk everywhere.
It's all flat, so it's pretty easy to get. And it's just in your city, there's just a supermarket, all kinds of supermarkets with price ranges, so you can get easily to it. Or some other streets have it too. It's not like a Walmart that's like kilometers out of the cities or some shit like that.
Yeah, so like we don't have a lot of that, especially where I live. There's just these giant stores that are like
in
a few places that you have to drive like miles to go to. It also said that apparently up there you guys go to the grocery store more often than like once a week. Like y'all go
sometimes 2-3 times a week if you need extra things, and especially people if we don't work anymore, so they can just go whatever. It's just like 5-10 minutes away, and you're done, basically.
And you walk there, or like bike there or something, right?
Yeah, biking is like a big thing here. Everybody bikes in here, or just walks or something. It's sometimes driving, but not that often, except in villages, because a lot is in the village, so you need to go to a city. So yeah,
I was seeing that they like really incentivize making multiple trips, so you're like motivated to eat like fresh foods. So like it's easy to just grab
cheaper than in America. In America, it's just really expensive to get it all, and junk food is there really expensive. So most people get really fat there because it's really cheap and people get lazy. So you get that shit, or just demotivated. And here it's just really cheap. So yeah, but we also get fatter though. So that's.
I was about to say, there's got to be some fat people over there.
I mean, obviously, it's getting worse.
I'm sure not as many as America's.
No, I was
just watching videos of what it was like in the Netherlands, and I was like, dude, why can't everywhere be like that? It looks so convenient. Everything looks so convenient.
Yeah, but that's just promotion videos. It's like in North Korea, you have videos that's everything is great and our leader and that kind of bullshit.
This is just a video on city planning, like how are things laid out.
Yeah, okay. I mean, yeah, it's convenient in that way.
Still looks up though. I'm not gonna change my mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give my little update out. So I missed last week. I was in Michigan. I had to go to Connecticut to stay with a dude who had a wedding up in upstate Maine that weekend, which was around no Wi-Fi. So I had to go there and do that. And I missed that weekend. And then the following weekend, I drove all my shit down to Florida, which I'm here now. And that's why it didn't happen last weekend.
And now you're at your place with your collection.
No. So right now, my manga collection is actually still in storage. I'm in Connecticut. When I find my new, this is my mom's place, Daytona Beach. I have my anime with me, so I'm currently in the process of finding a job, which I have an interview this week coming up. Excited about that. And I'll probably have a couple more throughout the week. But once I know where I'm working, I'll figure out where I want to live so I can like live in between work and school. So I'm not wasting too much time driving around. Yeah. And then I hit up this company that I hired to put all my shit into storage. They're going to bring all my manga and my bed down once I have my new place, which this should all happen within the next, like, hopefully 3 weeks would be dope.
Mm.
And then I started going to school, dude.
Nice.
Oh,
Exciting.
thanks, Shazoid.
What kind of work you gonna do?
Well, I can't really do anything technical like I used to because I got to go to school during the day. So honestly, the service industry is one of my only options. So I'm gonna the interviews for a bartending and server position at a World of Beer. So, for those out there that don't know, I used to be a brewer. So I have experience with beer, brewing it, loving it, drinking it. So I wanted to be around it. Josh knows. How many times did we go
Modern Times is now like still one of my favorite breweries. I still look for their beer every time I go somewhere.
If anyone's out there near the Bay, not the Bay Area, but San Diego, California, go to Modern Times, best brewery.
Yeah,
I think the
really
best
dope.
beer there. They have some other locations throughout California and then up in the Northeast or Northwest rather, but the San Diego one's the best. Like the quality does change. It actually pissed me off when I visited the other Modern Times, but it is what it is. All right. I guess if Like shows up, he shows up. We should. I'm excited. I want to get into Blam.
Yeah.
Guys, ready? Josh, you confused? Oh yeah. Last week, Josh had no idea what was going on. He told me.
It's me as leader.
It seemed, I don't know. I didn't want to admit it like on camera initially because it was like so unexpected. I did not expect to be so confused as to what was up. So I just kind of like, I got you this week though. Took notes. Slightly better ones.
There's some dope stuff that happens. The only other thing, Mars, did you cover? I mean, I listened to it, but I forgot the last page of Master Edition 4, where Kiri steps into that room, and there's like a little picture in the corner with like a humanoid person. What the fuck do you think was going on in there?
I think it's just maybe some creatures took over that room and it's just living in there, or they're actually doing all the stuff in there. But I think it's just random creatures. It's just one of Nie's random ideas again, and he's just putting some creatures just to surprise you, and that's it. It's like those walking TV heads you see in a few panels that Kibi sees, or some other shit, or like a flying mantis going through the skies in like the first page or something. It's just random ideas, really.
Just random shit, yeah. That one in the upper right-hand corner looks like the alien head looking thing back from Bioelectric Industries that like exploded, but when you broke its pressure coating, that's the only thing that looked kind of familiar to me.
Yeah.
But anyway, we start off with okay. Also, you guys know that Aiko's a girl. I call him Eco. You know he's a girl, right? Or she's a girl.
Yeah. In the gag one, he is a girl, yeah, but it doesn't really fucking matter for the story.
Aiko's the chick that got into the giant silicon thing last log, right?
No, it's just log to 43.
Are we talking about the last log in Master Edition 5?
Oh.
Aiko and Sibo both go into like the cyber world to like, maneuver around to look for Devine Liu and his like accessing of the net sphere.
Yeah, and then becomes a level 9.
That's like later on, Joshy.
Way later
I know.
Anyway, for those who didn't know out there, Aiko is a girl, which I didn't realize until I ran the Blam Gakuan. And it makes sense. I don't think it's a joke. I think it's a girl.
Who knows? I mean,
look at her.
There's also a girl in it, so it's probably just a dumb joke in this safeguard form.
If we look at the first picture, the first page of log 43, there's some feminine features in that face.
Yeah.
I think it's a girl. I was upset.
Draw girls.
I left her out of my Blam. Who's best girl in Blam? I felt so bad.
Yeah, she's barely in it. She's just a floating projection, basically, throughout the whole thing, most of the time.
Yeah. So this is showing the past, basically how they came into this unofficial stratum. They're just like, hey, Safeguard showed up. We were spawned. It looks like they were just spawned there.
Mm.
Yeah. And then there's this crazy panel of like Domo surrounded by roses, which is symbolic in nature, maybe. I don't recall the notes talking about this.
I didn't even
Or
catch it. Those were
maybe
roses
just.
when I first saw this.
I mean, it
I thought
looks
it was
great.
bushes.
I mean, there was a symbolic idea with the fish. What was the name called again? Ancient fish, like prehistoric.
The relicanth.
What?
The relicanth.
Relican? What? No, it's a
The
Goliath.
The Pokemon. It's a relicanth.
Oh, no. Random bullshit.
Yeah, I know. You guys covered that last episode, though.
Mm.
Oh, yeah. I guess they were supposed to have backup. The frickin' Silicon Life stopped it from happening. So it looks like it's just those two and this coethylenth, whatever it's called. And then we go back to modern time. And we see SIBO. Modern times. Bringing it full circle. SIBO's like, sniffing around, seeing what she can get her hands on. And then Davine Liu figures out where they're at.
By those little guys.
Yeah. Oh, and that's when they also find out she has the vial.
With the genes of...
With Seiyu's genes. Yeah. Can I just say the only thing I really missed about talking about last episode was the throwdown between Ivy and Seiyu. Because I just fucking love that scene. Like those panels where it's just they're like sword masters.
Yeah, we were.
There's like a knight thing.
We were just
my God.
Page by page, really.
So cool, dude. And we get to see SIBO and Sonic-Con go at it a little bit. That was dope. Yeah. But anyway, I missed out. Yeah, so they're basically just chilling around, going through it. We get some really good dialogue, honestly, from Eco that explains this is actually some of the most important dialogue to explaining stuff about how the NetSphere hardware is in all the megastructures, a little bit about temporary access, which they can do in this unofficial stratum, which you don't need the net terminal gene for. So that's like that's lucky for our guys. Because you just need a machine in a fairly normal genome, it says. And then obviously Davine Liu's trying to use, he sees Seiyu's genome that SIBO has, and he's like, oh shit, I need that. It'll help me get temporary access to the NetSphere so I can fuck around in there. I don't know. Why do you think he really wants to go to the NetSphere? Besides just maybe like to destroy
freedom,
it?
Like everyone else, basically.
Free who?
Freedom. He just wants freedom. He just wants to have a life, have a normal life, have something.
I mean, it sounds like everyone will be happier if you just shut it off. Like, it seems like that thing's making everyone kill each other, isn't it?
I mean, yeah, for some piece of freedom and just being stuck in some metallic nightmare world.
But Josh, we need the NetSphere so we can fix the never-ending expansion of the fucking city because the builders are out of control because things are too spread out.
And the safeguards too.
I guess that is
and the safeguards, yeah. So if that keeps going on, things are just going to get worse and worse.
It's already is, but hey.
It's going to get worse and worse for humans. However, the Silicon Life, they love the chaos because as long as there's chaos, there's like no order.
They can thrive. They can
kill them. Yeah. I kind of have a lot more respect for the Silicon Life after reading this series so many times, especially in the sequels that we see in Gakuan. Like P-Cell's 8th generation thing. We get some more backstory on the Silicon Life.
P-Cell's
they're cool.
In other mangas?
So it's P-Cell's 8th generation. The way it kind of lays out is like these Silicon Life, when they make their new Silicon Life forms, they're like established based on a previous, I don't want to necessarily, you could say personality or something
like that.
Yeah, like there's mother figures. They raise the children up. They like teach them their religion. To go to school. Oh yeah, dude. You'll see, oh my god, in Master Edition
Does Nia
6.
have like a whole holy text written for them or anything?
No, there is some like holy words. There's a little bit of like scripture-esque dialogue, but it's not anything crazy hardcore. It's basically like, we came into this world and
Yeah, it's not satanic for sure. It's not
Well,
like
that's not what I was assuming. Maybe digital.
digital Satan.
well, they're like fighting. I don't want to call it discrimination. It is at this point. Like at first, they were just cyber criminals that wanted to leave their human bodies, so they went 100% cybernetic. But now they're generations after them. They probably feel discriminated against because they didn't do anything wrong, but the administration and safeguards are still trying to kill them all. All they did is be born. Anyway, P-Cell shows up. She's a babe. I said in my video
really
about
like
the cows. Yeah, I think she is the most attractive non-human thing in this.
I think she just looks badass.
She's very badass. She got the like sword that's like a
the same that they got in Noise.
The Infinity Stone in the forehead.
The Infinity Stone. So, where I think there's a Blam note on that, but basically her third eye, or maybe it's just my own little theory, because she almost has like a little bit of telepathy or like sixth sense, like she can like see what's going on. They use her in that way. I thought maybe that third eye has something to do with it, some symbolism behind that. I don't know.
Who knows?
Anyway,
actually, I couldn't tell in this shot in like the first log. That thing that's like holding that giant door open, is that P-Cell transforming into that?
No, that's an Silicon Life. It's just trying to attack them.
All right, yeah. I was confused. That's it.
Okay. Yeah, P-Cell is Silicon Life.
It's just a giant lift that they used in Volume 3.
Yeah, it's a lid. Anyway, they see P-Cell coming and they're just like, I think Eco's actually like, oh, we're fucked. No, he doesn't say it yet. He says a little bit later. Anyway, he's like, Eco, open the lid. Like he knows trouble's coming. She shows off her power, the blast of that thing. If you guys haven't read Noise, there's a very similar weapon in Noise. I'm talking to the audience.
Oh.
Even though
I fucking know.
Shizoid. Yeah, P-Cell is crazy powerful, dude. Yeah, but other people are going to watch it throughout the week.
Yeah, okay.
Mars, okay. Also, thanks everyone out there. 250 subscribers, quarter of 1,000. We're moving along. For me, like being MIA a lot, it's not bad, I'll be around more in the future.
All thanks to me.
Yeah, that's true. Run. Oh. Pat yourself on the back, Mars. Do it more than you already do. Anyway, yeah, P-Cell's out for blood. She's going to get that genome. Seiyu's. Oh, we get this cool scene where Sibo fires off the GBE and she gets blasted back, but then kind of a really super cool thing happens. P-Cell blocks it with her like energy sword. One of those waves, which is pretty dope.
Just explodes.
Yeah.
And then the Silicon Life comes up with like GB as a dick or something like that. In the first
oh my god, it is where his dick is supposed to be. Like a badass gun.
His dick is just a machine gun.
Oh my god. Mars, I wish, hold on. Oh, what's up, Prater? There's a scene in Battle Angel Alita, Last Order, where one of the enemies it's like a robot. He's a robot person. His dick, it like actually shows everything, like the mushroom, the hole, the shaft, the balls, and it's like a giant laser gun. Like
hell yeah.
Yeah, I forget the mangaka's name off the top of my head. I used to have it memorized, but he did not hold back with this robot and his member being a true weapon of disaster. If anyone out there, you could probably Google Battle Angel Alita or Gundam, big penis robot. You'll see what I'm talking about. And
I mean, the first monster in Blame was literally just a Silicon Life named genitalia with
Yeah.
like an head for a dick.
Anyway, this thing picks up Sibo. Domo's like ready to fire. Oh my god, dude. This scene is so cool. They're both like blasting each other with like hundreds of bullets. It reminds me of the
Bang, bang, bang.
Matrix.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
got a
yeah,
very
yeah.
like Matrix
Except they
vibe.
don't, but they don't miss. You know
No,
what I'm
they're
saying?
just getting full blasted,
Oh, they
but it's
don't
just
miss.
Yeah,
blocked.
that dude's getting fucked up. He's not like bending over backwards, dodging bullets.
No, he's just getting fucked up. Prater's like, I heard a possum has some phallic related imagery later on. I heard it's going to end soon. So I'm going to wait till it ends and then
one
binge
more
it all.
chapter, and then it's done.
Yeah. We should do a possum. Then once it's done and all the chapters are available, even if like I'll read scans online for the last however many
I
chapters haven't been
mean,
released.
I recently got volume 7, so I just got 2 volumes more, and then I have everything, I guess.
Not bad. And yeah, so this thing is like tearing apart Sibo. He like locates it. There's that little panel where he's like trying to, X-ray vision her shit. He sees it, rips it out of her. Which, guys, by the way, my first read through of this, I did not realize what was going on. Like, if you know what to look for, you know exactly what's happening. But these things are after, the DNA sample of Seiyu within Sibo. And there's like, it doesn't like talk about it really, but if you like look at what's happening in the panels, that's what's going on. It's like a battle for that right now. Josh, did you realize that?
No, I didn't figure it out till later when they actually had the shit and the lady like explains it later. I was like, okay, so that's why they're fucking them up.
Yeah, because they need it to.
I see that now though. In that little panel, he's like noticing that the like stuff that's on her, like, and he pulls it away from her with a tiny little arm.
Exactly. Yeah.
Now I see it.
Pay attention through this battle because if you look, it becomes like them trying to shoot his arms off to get the sample again. You'll see the sample throughout panels and like where it's going around.
Yeah. One
if
arm
you look
is
for
just
it.
broken off, and you see the sample just rolling about.
Yeah, he shoots his arm off. He goes for the sample. Unfortunately, doesn't get it. Looks like he gets blasted back.
Pencil gets locked up, but then the whole lid is gonna close up on the fuck.
Yeah. His arm totally gives way and he just like gets smashed. And then
Pencil has the sample.
So, Josh, the last panel of this log is like the little arm he shot off with the DNA sample, if you see it, and then they have it gone. Log 44 has a pretty dope cover. It looks like just like a badass black and white
Devine.
Yeah, very cool. I don't think the covers are as important in Blam, but if you read
purposes, that's it.
Yeah, it's just artwork. But guys, if you read Biomega, which we'll probably do in the near future, pay attention to the covers because they give away details of like what's happening in the story. Did you notice that, Mars?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Biomega's covers are very important.
Yeah, except for the Master Edition, because the Master Edition does fuck all, basically.
Oh, I don't have them. They don't have the chapter cover?
No, but they're
online,
the Master Edition? So you can watch those, but they're dumb.
They don't have the chapter covers in the Master Editions?
No, they have their own drawings from Nie, like 15 years, like what you draw now. But
yeah, but in every Master Edition, there's multiple chapters.
So. Yeah, I know, but they don't use the old artwork. They use new artwork, but it doesn't look like Biomega anymore.
Damn. Did they give us more hints and details?
Nope.
About the... Oh, nope. Dude. That's so stupid.
Just 2 volumes in one, and that's it. Yeah,
totally, Shizoid. It does. Prater's like, well, your discussion here contains spoilers for what comes after. If you're talking about Master Edition 5, we won't delve too much into Master Edition 6.
Not yet.
If you're talking about Volume 5, that already happened. So there's actually 10 volumes of Blam. It was made in 6 Master Editions.
Omnibuses.
Yeah. So just so we're on the same page about that. So now P-Cell has this thing. Dude, she does this super cool thing where she throws down. Have you guys seen the anime Blue Seed?
Not yet. No.
Oh, that's what there's like things in there that remind me of this. They're like little teardrop things, and they reformat the ground, turn into these like exterminator minion guys. And yeah, I thought it was pretty badass. She gives them the
And
vial.
they give the sample to them, and they give it to those little silicon.
Yeah. And now they're going to take it back to Devine Liu, and it looks like P-Cell is going to continue. Oh my God, dude.
Trying to hunt them down.
Yeah, she just fucking puts her sword down into the
And the
little
whole
gap.
lid just pops off.
Oh my God. Dude, she is bad. She's a sexy, badass silicon life. Yeah, no problem, Prater. I'm happy you're reading along. That's cool. We'll try not to spoil it at all. Guys, Mars, you're the fucking first. You're the worst.
I don't know what happens. I can't spoil it.
Let's not spoil Master Edition 6.
I can do whatever I want. I can end the stream whenever I want.
You don't have that power anymore?
I have the power.
Oh my God. They're like, okay, the capsule's moving. Domo's all fucked up. And then, back to Kiri. Kiri's been loaded out after he went to like the armory section.
When he got some toys. He got some new toys.
Dude,
he came back with a shotgun.
Yeah, he looks so cool.
Super shotgun.
This panel of him just like with the guns right there. He's a cool mofo. You gotta love Kiri.
Where is he shooting at to begin with?
He senses something.
Oh yeah, he's sensing something. Oh my God, this is one of my favorite scenes.
Shiv. Yeah, that's a cool battle. That's a good.
I was just thinking about this. This was super metal the first time I read through it. Like it was a pretty. It's brutal.
You can just hear the fucking metal clanging to each other, just hacking each other's away. It's great.
Yeah. It is so beautiful. So he senses something just around. It looks like he's like, Schiff is super quick. So Kiri's shooting off in random directions. Maybe that's just because Skiff. I'll say Skiff. Although there was a semi person on our boat named Skiff. We don't really talk about.
We don't talk about it.
Actually, I do like Skiff. I keep in touch with him. I was just playing. If you're watching this, Skiff, I'm just playing with you. Anyway, he's like aiming around. Oh, and then Kiri's gun gets just chopped into, and then Skiff makes his appearance in a panel. Schiff. All right, I'll call him Schiff.
I like Schiff.
You like Schiff? All right.
Yeah. Schiff is good.
Schiff is awesome.
And yeah, dude, this whole battle is just like Josh put it in a great way. It's just so metal, like
literally.
Yeah, it's like close combat, busting through walls, using blades.
Kiri gets stabbed straight through the chest.
Yeah, well, first he blocks Schiff's knife with his hand and then pulls him forward. Oh yeah, no, we see Skiff gonna try to counter with his if you guys want, I could join, show the digital owners of pages, talk about their screen sharing. Oh, yeah. Well, we'll talk about that. It's not a bad idea. I've kind of wanted to do something like that. That'd be pretty dope. He's basically saying where whenever we talk about it, shows the panels up on the screen.
Why don't we just say what page we're on?
That's gonna get old.
It will get
old. And all pages have numbers.
Yeah, dude, Prater, I'll get with you after this video. If we could set something up, even going forward with others, mangas we cover, where it plays through what we're talking about, that would be incredibly sick. Anyway, Schiff tries to counter, and then Kiri blows his arm off, still holding the one with the knife, and
stabs him.
Oh yeah, he gets stabbed right in the chest. But don't worry, guys. Kiri is the sturdiest.
Uses some judo and just whacks him to a wall.
Yeah.
The stumps his head
later, I was sure he was dead.
Yeah.
Then tries to get up, and they blast him through his head. Yes.
Oh, this is beautiful. Yeah. Kiri's just he flips him over on the ground and starts pounding him into the wall, face pound with his fist. It's beautiful. We never really see Kiri just beat people up with his fist. I was just fuck yeah, man. Because Schiff's a dirtbag. We don't what did he ever do? I don't think he ever even says anything.
For Cutie.
Yeah, we're at 58. Page 58.
45.
Maybe yours is different. 45. See?
Mine says 58.
Yeah.
You're all morons.
Nah, whatever. And then, dude, I found this hilarious. He starts getting up, and Kiri's just like, "You gotta be fucking kidding me!" And the next panel is just him, just like
Wow.
blowing the
Blowing his fucking head off.
Oh my god, I want to see this. Yeah, that's his face.
Like, you real? You for real, man?
Yeah, he for real, just boom right in the head, and then he hopefully finally dies. Yeah,
Slump.
slump. Yeah.
Slump.
Log 45 is another badass cover. It's just P-Cell looking super,
Wow.
super cyberpunky, sexy. I love P-Cell. Yeah, so she's got the lid open. She just, oh my god, just
Pops
fucking,
it off
just picked
like
it
it's
up.
nothing.
dude, just throws it.
No, the
I mean, she
gun.
used her sword. Oh yeah, she does use her sword. She's like tap
Gun.
or something. So pretty crazy. Yeah, she's surrounded by destruction. That's great. And then Sibo has a cute little moment where she heals Domo. Very adorable. And dude, Sibo's a sweetheart. She really is.
She's a bit.
Yeah, I didn't know
Total
she could do that. So cool.
And then, if we pay attention, there's like a little zzz, by her gun, and that's how she knows Kiri is close by. I don't know if you caught that or not,
Yeah, it's
Josh.
linked to his body, literally.
Yeah. So that's why she says that. And then she's like going to go run and find him. And the next thing we see is just the wall, just
Them
like,
shooting them out.
yeah, breaking in. It looks like Kiri was also aware of either their presence or P-Cell's presence. Cause he's like, the next, he makes that hole and then we see him.
He gets a shotgun and just blasts the whole fucking thing off.
Yeah, blast another hole in the wall.
I'm guessing he checked who was who. So first he just burst a hole through the wall, and then the other one he's like pretty sure that's them.
He
and
can look
decided-
through walls
Oh, yeah.
because he has unlocked the vision. So yeah, he can do whatever.
And yeah, Kiri's looking badass with his shotgun. And then he like grapple hooks over to their side. I thought that was pretty awesome.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, if you see, so basically the panel, so he shoots the hole by P-Cell. It bursts in near her. And then now like they're looking at each other. They have like a little face-off moment. And then P-Cell swings her sword, causing just massive destruction. And we see all the carnage. And then we see, like 2 panels later, there's like a sling. You see that? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Kiri swinging over,
Totally
doing like slingshot.
And Pence is like, what? What are you doing?
Even the
I was
first,
wondering how we got over there.
yeah, even the first panel we see with him standing next to P-Cell now, he still has the line attached to his hand. Do you see it?
Yeah, see that now. Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
subtle. Like that doesn't stand out very much.
I know, yeah, dude.
All the fucking instruction, yeah.
That's all of Blam, dude. You just gotta like literally pay
Focus.
very close attention to all the details.
Yeah.
And read it like 12 times over. And then
Yeah, and read it a lot. It's a good thing it's so fun to read though. Like I picked it up this morning to read for the podcast. Once again, I just got immediately sucked in. Like, man, I fucking love Blam.
Cool.
They have a face off.
Too.
This one's a cool battle. It's too short. Not as good as like
Short
the one
but
against
sweet.
Schiff. What's super dope though is, oh man, dude, after Domo shoots P-Cell's other arm off with her blade on it, she has this like creepy ass look on her face. You see that?
But he doesn't want to shoot her though. That's the weird thing though. I mean, he could shoot her every single time, but they didn't do it here. And even in Gaguan, they just suggested that Demo has a crush on P-Cell and is like an old girlfriend or something. Like
Of
many
course he
fan
would.
art that did too back in the day.
Yeah, that does look like it hurts. Prater was talking about the bottom of page 80. It's basically Domo going through layers of wall after getting. Or no, that's Kiri. I'm an idiot. Yeah, he just got hit by a P-Cell.
By your sword. Is that sword special? Does it just like push things
Obviously.
really well? Is that
It's
what it
gotta
does?
it's gotta create some sort of like energy wave. It's definitely different than the GBE. Like it's not. I don't think gravitons have anything to do with it. I just think it's a really badass energy wave producing sword type thing. What do you
Yeah, it
think,
just
Mars?
pushes people through things.
Yeah. I mean,
Like
Mars, what do you think
walls.
is the science behind that?
I think it has something to do with gravity. It's just some kind of big pulse, just
You think it
like
still could
something
have to do with
magnetic, like south of like south and north just bounce up to each other, and it just can I don't know. But it's the same sword that's in Noise. Some people have suggested that Pencil is the same character as the main character in Noise. Maybe that they have because they
Oh,
have the same sword. That's a theory.
I don't know. I'd have to think a lot about that. I honestly, I think that's more likely than uh, what was her name? Musubo?
Yeah, Musabo. Yeah. Musabe.
I think that's more likely than Musobo being Sonicon, to be honest.
Yeah, she's not Sonicon. Sonicon is literally a safeguard. That's just a
It's an
weapon.
AI. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people think Sonicon's Musubo. I think there's too many like things that disprove it. Like there's too many
No, it's more like for Pencil.
yeah.
It's more logical with the same sword and all the stuff. But I still doubt it. Maybe she's
I still
taking
doubt
off
it
the
too.
windows.
Like there obviously there's more than one graviton beam emitter. So
Yeah,
there's probably other of these
somewhere.
swords. But yeah, Eco's like destroy her head, Domo. She's using the structural conversion tower. She starts like
And she just teleports all her matter to another side just to regroup, literally.
yeah. Dude, the first time I read this and he shoots her head, and then she like flies away with her like matter. Like the matter that was produced after her head got blown off, like it all swirls together and she's like flying away with it. I was like, that's pretty OP. Like that's crazy.
She's like Terminator, that liquid metal one. It's like can't destroy it.
Yeah, that's what Prater was saying. The next step after liquid metal. Very true.
Did he really say that?
Dude, he did. Yeah, look at the comments. You see the comments, right?
Nice. Yeah.
Great minds think alike. Great pervy minds. That's more towards Josh, not you, Prater. Josh is like genius level intelligence on some things, but on other stuff,
Some
total
things.
pervert.
Total pervert. What does that mean?
What do you think it means? What does a pervert mean? Shemay?
What does it mean? Yes.
I only do math and science. I don't know English.
And yeah, then she spawns elsewhere and like collapses. Probably takes a lot out of her using even if she uses a structure
Obviously,
conversion tower. Yeah.
And then the safeguards take to little people, little silicon, and put it in the machine and try to hook up the Lithium with the NetSphere.
Yeah.
Basically.
They're working on it.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, our pro tags have a little discussion, basically like working together.
We take you anyway.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, Kiri has some hard feelings. Like Domo and Eco kind of played a dirty trick on him, ended up sending him back down some levels. He had to work his way up, so he's a little butthurt. I would be too. Plus, like, I'm Kiri. Don't fuck with me. The last time someone fucked with Kiri, he like face stomped them.
Blown his fucking head up.
Yeah. I just keep thinking about the delivery man to the bioelectric dude. He like calls Kiri a dumbass or something, and Kiri
and it's just his head got whacked in the ground.
Yeah, dude, just curb stomps his ass. Love it. And Anyway, he's just glad to have his gun back. Oh yeah, that's like the first thing he does. He's like giving that gun Sibo. She hands it to him. She says they're not enemies. This is another cool instance where like Kiri just really trusts Sibo. Like she's like, oh, they're here to protect the Stratum. We should work with them. Stuff like that. If Sibo wasn't around, Kiri would be killing those people. But
Probably. Or
she's
just
like,
leave or something like that.
Yeah. And Kiri doesn't really listen to anybody else throughout the entire story, except maybe, he'll listen to the admin or at least take what they have to say into consideration.
Yeah, he's very held back, even when Shiba wanted to help him when he was hit by the nanobots. He didn't want any help. He just wanted to get up, and that's it.
Yeah, he's a stubborn dude. All right, you want to take it for a while, Mars? I gotta go to the bathroom.
Sure.
Or why don't you, Josh? What do you do?
Me to take it?
I know you're reading scans. So are you like constantly going to the next log and like scrolling down when we're talking about this shit?
Yeah, as you guys talk about it, I'm always following along right here, like with you guys.
Okay,
So
cool.
I'm like looking at it right now.
That's a good idea. The first time I read Blam, I did scans. No, we have our books, bro.
Of course we have our books. We're Blame hats. We gotta have.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to have one of those books, probably.
It's okay. I don't blame you. For everyone out there, I am like, even though I'm a collector of like manga and a shitload of anime now, and I like have my favorites, I think it's good to support the industry, but I also don't blame, get it, anybody for like illegally watching anime or reading scans online. Yeah, dude, there's so much content out there. If you were to buy everything you wanted to read or watch, you'd have to have so much money. Like it's, you can't expect fans to just drop all this money. So we're not those types of people. Yes, I like to have my physical copies, but there's nothing.
That's wrong just
what it is what it is.
Yeah. Because some people are hardcore about that. They're like, oh, you're hurting the industry. Any of you people that, watch or read stuff online like
it just costs a lot of money and a lot is just not translated. So you got to do that.
Capitalism takes those things into account. They'll be fine.
Yeah.
It's Praetor's like promotion for all those series eventually.
Praetor's like, sometimes it's impossible or hard to get some of these books and shows. That is true. If stuff is out of print or out of stock, that shit goes for a lot on eBay. People scalp. People take advantage of out of print stuff. I was just talking to someone hit me up about my Ubel Blot manga vid. Some of it's hard to find. And he was like, oh, like what's it look like now? If I wanted to get a set. I looked on eBay today. The full set goes for like $1,500. The out of print, the out of print volumes are like hundreds of dollars. Like it's ridiculous.
Yeah, same. As that's been out of print for like years now, and that goes for like hundreds.
Dude, Mushishi. I think I've seen that for like $2,000. Like the full set of Mushishi for like $2,000.
I feel like for $15 or $8 some volumes. Really lucky because I live in the damn Netherlands, so it's really cheap sometimes, but it gets expensive even here. Because some people just copy Amazon or eBay.
Dude, I've had some luck going into old comic book stores and finding out of print manga. I found like half of the volumes for Dragonhead in an old comic book store.
Really expensive.
Yeah, for like $10 each. I was like, hell yeah. I also picked up half of Please Save My Earth, which was there, like 10 or so volumes.
Yeah. I got the same for like the last volumes of Blame, and I got that like for €40, all of that. And that's the most expensive volumes for Tokyo Pop. But now I have like the whole set, and I got plus noise for like $50, so I got lucky with that.
Yeah, it's not bad. All right, where are we? Oh yeah, they're like basically making amends.
Yeah. And you had to go to the bathroom?
You want me to actually cover this while I go to the bathroom?
Yeah, dude. No, I want to be there while you're covering it. I'll have Mars take over. Or you just shoot the shit. I don't care.
Well,
You want to keep talking about the Netherlands?
Huh? I keep talking about the Netherlands. Like what?
It's a dope place. I don't know. It's so
I don't know.
fascinating.
It gets also
Learning
really
a lot about your
boring because
country.
there's not a lot to do.
There's drugs. That's got to be plenty.
Yeah, there's drugs. Yeah, I know there's drugs. I live in a damn city. I know. Yeah, that's all they think about. Most of the tourists just go for the drugs, or just go for snacks and whatnot, and that's about it. They know it for Amsterdam and maybe Rotterdam, and that's about it. Yeah.
Well, y'all got some
Like,
other stuff we don't have over here. Y'all got legal brothels, don't you?
yeah, in
I don't
Amsterdam,
know.
some
I don't
other
know if that's
cities,
something
but
we
we're
can
also
talk about.
getting restrictions on it now. So, or well, we're getting restrictions probably.
Well, I would hope
sounding
it's more like protections and stuff, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Regulations. Oh, he's back.
That was fast.
Yeah.
I just had to pee.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
doesn't sit down.
Is that what they do in Europe?
Yeah. No.
Maybe.
Maybe in the future.
Um,
But yeah,
Anyway.
we're gonna walk a lot.
yeah. Did you guys talk about that cool scene where Domo like drops off his pen?
No, we want to talk about the Netherlands, so we talked about that.
Oh, true that.
Yeah, we didn't. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, Prater,
So-
me and Mars have read Blam like probably at least a dozen
lot.
times, to be honest. He's probably read it more than I have.
A lot.
Yeah, because he's been a fan longer than I have, but I've read it through a lot. This is Josh's first read through though, so he's also experiencing it
newbie.
all. Yeah, which is good. We needed a newbie's perspective on the show to like, you know,
I'm like
relate
pretty
to the
hardcore
other
newbie, though.
noobs. Yeah,
It can be rough.
This is like his second manga ever read. He was along with my Knights of Sidonia podcast series, and that was his first manga he ever read. I was like, Josh, I just want you in on these, bro. He was like, all right, bro. And he liked it. I think,
It was pretty
Josh.
rough. It was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. I've never
Not
had
the
like
best,
a
but that was
huge
fun.
like passion for anime or manga, but it was like I still really enjoyed it. It was a dope read.
Well,
I think Mars. I think you covered him Domo dropping this pen off from the Blam notes last episode, right? like a little excerpt
maybe
about it.
you can remember. I think I don't know.
It says something about he basically relates it to the book that Kiri brought. The blonde girl in the beginning.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I talked about that. Yeah, okay. Now I remember. Yeah. He goes to this old room that the builders just got up from older levels where people once lived, and it just puts down a pen cap, just as a reminder of the past, as something he's interested in, and that's just a small scene. I mean, you see the whole room. It's just that's heating, lamps, toilet, whatnot. So, yeah. I mean, it's probably way before the city. I mean, how could people live like that in the city? That's how it is now. So it's probably like from the era in Noise, probably when everything was still operational.
Yeah, who knows? Super long ass time ago. And then shit starts to go down. Oh, we get another little penis scene with Devine.
Hell yeah.
Lou. His like, dude, what is that? That's the thing that. Okay, so we see Devine Lou, and he's on this like pedestal looking thing.
Yeah, it's connected to the net stream.
Yeah.
He gets this giant tube just get on his penis and then just connects.
Yeah, it just comes out. It like sticks things out of it. And yeah, this is just how he's connecting, dude. What the fuck was Nihei thinking? Look at this. Look at what's happening.
He doesn't know himself anymore.
Oh my god!
Just was in that mood. He just thought about sex a lot, I guess.
It's like, okay, we're just gonna put the DNA sample in front of Devine, and then
no, it's just connected through the machine to him.
We're just gonna extend this thing where his penis should be, and then that he'll hook up. That's the method we're gonna use.
Yeah.
Although it still looks super cool. Devine Lou is fucking like Hellraiser and Blam.
Yeah.
Someone said
put
there's like
together.
so many Hellraiser like looking stuff in Blam, and it really is true.
Maybe it was a reference, but I never read it somewhere, so who knows?
Yeah. It was an old, I think they were 80s horror movies in America. They were American, pretty sure.
Yeah,
And they're in
most of
English.
them.
And yeah, now we got homeboy Devine. Or no,
In
Devine's a girl.
wrestling.
I'm sorry about that, everyone. Devine Liu is actually a female.
Yeah, and the Gaggle series with his just jokes most of the time, so we don't really know if it's really a
Wait,
girl.
this dude-looking person is a girl?
I mean, Gagwan says that, but Gagwan is mostly a joke, so yeah,
Like
take
when
that
when
with
he's
a
trying
grain
to
of
cross
salt.
that river, it looks like a man.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about, Prater.
It probably
That
is a
penis
man.
thing.
It's just a dumb joke. Who knows?
I don't know. I mean, Devine Liu could be. Well, when we see his representation, okay, so now he's like trying to enter the net sphere, and it's separated by this river. And I mean, he looks like a dude here, to be 100% honest. He does not look feminine whatsoever. But it could
Not
just
even
be,
little.
honestly, it could be Seiyu's avatar. Like the avatar could be based off of Seiyu's genes because he does kind of
That
look like
makes sense.
Seiyu. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
even later
yeah.
on, spoiler for like a chapter from now, when Sibo takes over this avatar via Devine Liu, it stays the same. Like the avatar stays the same, even though Sibo is obviously a woman. So yeah, Devine Liu. I mean, Devine, male, female. I'm gonna call her girl just to go along
Who
with
knows?
Gakwan.
Who cares?
Whatever. I guess it doesn't really matter. Anyway, he's talking to the admin. He's like, "Yo, I'm here for temporary access," and she knows
Hell.
right away. Yeah, she's like, "I know what you're trying to do. You can't fool me." So Silicon Life, get out of
Sassy.
here. Yeah. He's like, "I've already passed the screening," which
Pretty
makes sense.
legal.
We did already talk about earlier. Temporary access with a fairly normal genome is possible. They use Seiyu's. That's how this is happening.
Specifically in where they're at, right? It
What do you
says
mean?
that, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it says specific. That's only possible because of where they are specifically in the.
Yeah,
in the,
because of the unofficial stratum they're in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's like walking across and like he's got a smirk on his face. He's like, "Oh, I'm about to do it." How strange. No safeguards appearing. Super cocky. And then, oh yeah, the room expands after we get a shot of the
Just more
admin's
low
eyes.
time.
Yeah. And he's like not too phased by it. The admin looks worried, not gonna lie. And then we go back to base reality. And dude, coming up here is also one of my favorite fight scenes because it leads to Domo and Kiri going back to back and just like destroying shit. I don't know, I think it's
How about
beautiful.
when they like basically go ham in the pit?
Yeah, when they go ham in the
ham.
pit, dude, I was like, dude, this is so awesome. Like we never really get to see like it was almost like a brotherly, like male testosterone fucking shit up vibe. I got, two dudes doing their thing.
Hell yeah, bromance.
No homo. Unless you're into that, you can make it homo if you want. And yeah, they're basically trying to make their way to Devine Liu, and then that thing comes out of the wall and is gonna like eat them. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, Domo loses an arm and the whole walkway turns into a centipede.
It's just trying to eat her.
Oh yeah, Domo pushes Sibo away, and that's why him and Kiri stay behind.
Yeah,
in the
they're
mouth.
swallowed up by the bug.
Yeah. And then we just see the arm.
And then just the floor transforms into a giant centipede, tries to kill her. Aiko
dude, this is so cool.
defend her.
The centipede, the walkway forming into that thing is sick. Oh my god.
A huge imagination back in the day.
It is so beautiful. Oh man. The one where it's like half curved up and they're running up the stairs. That is so sick.
Looks good.
Yeah. And yeah, Eco kind of saves the day. He does he goes where it's trying to reformat more of the walkway, it looks like, and stops the transformation from happening. And then it looks like the centipede was going to come down and attack Eco, but he dodges at the last second. So the centipede thing actually breaks, that part of the walkway where it was
But can he
on,
even hurt
cuts it
him?
off.
Because he's just a projection that can go through walls. So yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
dude,
physical
Eco
thing.
is cool.
Attacking.
We don't really get any details on why Eco is like
There
that.
is
Do we,
just
Mars?
an emergency safeguard that just floats around, and that's about it, really.
Yeah, but and we see Eco as a humanoid safeguard. But we don't. I'm saying, do you have any idea of how he went from that little humanoid safeguard to he
Maybe
looks
he
like a ghost.
transferred his body to a ghost, I guess. Just go into some machine and then just go from body to projection, I guess. I
Well,
know it's never explained. So
check this out. This is interesting. So, and it gets into the discussion. The Blam notes talk about it later on when Kiri gets restored. The notes are like, this shouldn't be possible because the admin doesn't have any power in this unofficial stratum. If it was if there was a regular stratum, then homeboys like Domo and Eco would be able to heal themselves because they have the admin's backup. But because they're separated, they really can't heal. And there's actually a couple dialogues between Eco and Domo about if you get hurt again this much, you won't be able to come back, stuff like that. So what might have happened is Eco got fucked up somewhere throughout history, after we saw him as the humanoid thing, and he couldn't regenerate or heal himself. So they kind of had to take whatever was left of him and put him into this, little cyberplasm electronic state, whatever the hell you want to call it. It looks like a ghost.
And then they get thrown into the sex pits with all the fucking creatures.
Oh my god, dude, this is great. Yeah, they get thrown in the pit. Everything just starts getting reformatted. Little monsters pop up. Dude, these things are sick. Giant centipedes coming up out of the ground.
Weird safeguards popping up everywhere.
Shitload of exterminators. I guess they're not exterminators. They're safeguards. I don't
just
know.
Some kind of.
They look like them. Yeah. Off-brand. They're off-brand exterminators. The Silicon Life.
Kirkland brand
are using. Yeah.
A dog off-brand.
Yeah, Prater, the notes, they're actually in the description of all the previous
vids.
Oh yeah, all the previous podcast vids. Also, if you just go to my channel, I don't have too many videos. Under the Blam section, the Blam notes is the first video or something. It'd be easy to find. And yeah, there's a link to where you can read and I give you an outline in that. So go check it out. It's not too long. Dude, back to this crazy.
Some kind of glue around his hand so he can't fire, but fires anyway with his other gun that he takes out. How many guns had he on him?
Dude, who knows? This man is stacked. He's prepared, yo.
Stacked for days.
His face right before he blasts through the wall and destroys the tower. He's got a little look on his face. Do you see it?
Hold on, let me go to that.
He has that look like he's about to feel like a badass. What page is that?
I don't know because mine don't all have page numbers on them.
It's the one that says green right before he shoots the tower.
Yeah, he looks up. Yeah, he's like, okay, I know what to do. So yeah, there's a beautiful. This whole action scene is badass with Kiri and Domo both just going ham on these Silicon Life. They're shooting their heads, shooting them apart. It's beautiful. Oh, I love this scene. And then they kill them all. They start reformatting again.
And just everything dies.
Yeah. Kiri, there's a panel where Kiri looks off and he's his X-ray vision or whatever kind of vision you want to call it that Mars was talking about, where he can see through walls, finds the structural conversion tower, which makes it possible for these things to keep spawning, and shoots his GBE through that little glue stuff. Takes it out, and then they can't spawn anymore. This also has a consequence for P-Cell later on, because if this was what P-Cell is using to recover herself, when you notice it'll happen later on, Domo shoots her and she tries to recover, but when she recovers, her face is all like fucked up and she's like half, janky
Twitchy.
and stuff. Yeah. She's always like, Eco looks like Casper. He totally does look like Casper. Casper, the Eco Ghost.
The cyber ghost.
Oh, yeah. It looks like Eco and Sibo were about to go ham themselves, but luckily everything just kind of stops after they kill the tower. They're kind of saved. And Dome was like, oh, and my arm should be over there somewhere. If you find it, pick it up for me. Dope, dude. Oh my god, another
attacked.
Yeah.
Dude, another beautiful like cover page of Domo. Chapter cover.
Yeah, nice.
All right, Mars, I'll let you take it for. Or no, yeah, Josh, lead us for a bit, bro. This will be fun.
Yeah, Josh, do something.
This will be fun. E.
Oh my god. All
do
right.
it.
Chapter 48, log 48.
Yeah, log 48, brah.
All right.
Do it.
So I don't know what this room is, but my first thought was that it looked like legs from like a giant robot or something.
Do you see the Silicon Life creatures in there controlling them?
Yeah, like their little heads sticking out. Yeah, it looks like that, right? And then I guess Eco comes in, Sibo right behind her, or him, her. These things try to escape, and then Sibo closes the door on its head and it dies. So they go in trying to. What happened?
I was gonna say something I noticed. Sibo is. I don't know if she's. I guess she. Yeah, she's like zapping them. I don't know if she wants to murder them. I think she's just trying to like take them out of commission. But then, if you look, when one's trying to escape, it's actually I think Eco that causes the door to shut to actually kill him.
Yeah, one but
Eco's like, "Fuck this." Yeah, you see that?
Right. Just jump.
Yeah.
Jump.
So they get to like the terminal, right? That they need to get into the Netsphere, I'm pretty sure. And then they realize that the other dude's already in there and he's almost done, except that he's got like low bandwidth, you could probably say. So they realize they have more time than they thought.
Okay.
She's like standing in this big thing that looks like a key of sorts that goes to this giant door. And I assume that's the actual terminal that the other dude is like hooked up into, right?
Probably something similar. Yeah.
Yeah. So this part was like really confusing. So the Eco's on the screen. So I assume that Eco went into the
Eco went in there.
Right. Eco went into the computer. And I'm guessing that's what we're seeing. That giant face that Devine Lou, whatever, is seeing is Eco, right? Inside the computer.
You mean that Sibo's seeing?
No, there's like if you go down a few more panels, there's like it looks like maybe you're underwater or something. There's like a dude or the chick floating.
You're talking about the panel?
No, you see the machine itself, and it's just fighting off the silicon that tried to stop him in the program itself.
Yeah,
it's just a representation of the machine itself.
Eco went in first, and then it looks like he's not having very good luck. So Sibo goes in after him, and then. Yeah, it is kind of very oceany cyberspace world.
Okay, yeah.
And then she opens the door for Kiri and Domo.
Yeah, and then Eco like dies or something. She just disappears like off the screen. It looks like the screen just like she turns the vapor off of it.
Are we? Is this before they start battling?
Before yeah. He's talking about. When he's put out for a second because he's fighting.
I'm literally just at the part where Eco goes onto the screen of the terminal. Yeah, you're not following? And then the very next little panel is like it looks like almost an underwater world sort of thing. and Eco's like
Yeah.
floating around through the giant face.
Yeah. Okay, I see it.
Yeah. After that screen where Eco sees a giant face, she just disappears. It's like not there anymore. And then SIBO
yeah.
goes in
That's me.
after her.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now I'm following.
Was I being confusing or I don't
No, I was just
probably,
I was at the wrong place.
All right. So SIBO goes in after her. Actually gets the door open, but SIBO's still in there. And
Talking
then
about
SIBO
opening the door to get to Devine Liu.
Yeah, to get to Devine Liu, right? And SIBO's floating around inside of the thing. Actually, oh, there you go. Then actually opens the door. Door opens. Let's see. Devine Liu's there. He tries to shoot him, gets attacked by a bunch of like I guess he said they're not safeguards, right? They're like
off-brand safeguards.
Yeah, well, so
the Kirkland safeguards.
All these guys are Silicone Life, and their little minions are like the off-brand exterminators that the safeguards make. Is what they look like.
Yeah,
Kirkland.
So they start going at it to keep fighting. Kiri's arm like does this weird sag thing. I don't actually know what it's supposed to mean. It's like,
okay,
his
so that's
arm is just getting broken, ripped off.
That's P-cell.
P-cell, pencil.
Yeah, so they're fighting, and then I think Kiri aims at Devine Liu, and then like you said, the next panel, his arm's all wonky, and he's like, "What the hell's going on?" Yeah, and then his
P-cell beating his ass.
Yeah, because a couple panels later, we see P-cell hit the scene. Which dude, this tells you just how sturdy Kiri is. It's like his arm got blasted with her crazy energy sword thing, and it all it did was like warp, like it didn't bust through or bend or any of that shit.
And then Domo takes her head off again, and like you said earlier, it doesn't really come back 100%.
Yeah, she's like retarded looking.
Yeah, and her arms, she looks like disoriented, like her arms are all goofy.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I find it like very cybery. Like one half of the face is just like normal, the other half is like a Terminator. It's just the face ripped off.
It does look sick.
Yeah.
She handles it really poorly and then proceeds to like fall down, and then
she just falls over.
Yeah, she just falls over, and then Domo, I think, fires off one last round before he like falls and
slumps to the ground.
Yeah, he just flops to the ground. I think. I don't think he manages to kill her though, does he? See, it doesn't really show you. All right.
No, she gets later on. I think he might have been out of ammo.
Who is this dead person without a head next to Kiri or next to Domo though? Is that Kiri?
That's Kiri.
Why does he have no head?
His head's there. You just see his hair and it's all black, so it looks like
because the whole manga is black, so it's a bit
So
sturdy.
The next thing we have is Eco's back inside the computer looking at the big thing.
Trying to get into the channel.
I don't know what that is.
SIBO finds Eco. Yeah, I don't know what it is either.
Mars, you think this is just some kind of like protective program type entity?
Yeah, it's a protective program to just keep. It's like an antivirus trying to get viruses out, basically.
Yeah,
like McAfee or something like that. And she was just trying to get to the exit.
Oh,
of the
wow!
to connect.
Damn, dude.
Yeah. Okay, so SIBO works.
Oh,
hey, we got pushes Eco back out. I see. I see what happened earlier.
Let me delete them. You talk.
I put him in timeout. Yeah, delete those. That was kind of.
Oh, he's blocked. Flower. The fuck? That's the first time.
Time for the ban hammer. Yeah, it's the first time we've had someone like that in here.
But nobody sees him, so whatever.
Yeah, guys, you can pretty much say whatever you want. Like, this is a adult show. It's Inseinen.
But don't rate or spam us. That's kind of
or say stuff that's like racist as hell.
Somebody say something racist?
Yeah, they were like N-word and faggot over and over again in the chat. I have no idea, dude. Fucking some people. Anyway.
Cursing is okay. Just be nice about it if you can.
Yeah.
Just don't be the fucking internet, man.
Anyway, they're trying to break through, dude.
Yeah, so Eco's in there floating around, calls out for Sibo. Sibo finds Eco.
He's like, don't go that way. Sibo knows what she's doing right now.
Sibo forced Eco back out of the computer because you see Eco come flying out of the screen right now.
Oh shit! Yeah, dude, I've never noticed this. I'm so glad. Okay, go on.
Yeah, and then you got the dude in the river just about to cross, talking about just a little further, and she explains to him that time is passing by a lot more time has passed than he realizes, because like I said earlier, they like slowed down his bandwidth or whatever. And then let's see, it cuts away from that and then back to real life where he realizes he's about to get shot by Domo, right? And
With
Domo does
energy.
this crazy Raiden hand like lightning blast.
Yeah, dude, this is so cool.
Energy pulling into that, and it's just blasting.
But I think he like totally misses practically.
No, he goes through the forehead. You see it.
I don't know if that,
I am
that
very confused. I'm confused about actually. I think it hits
the X pattern beam just going through his skull.
Yeah, dude, look at the X pattern on like
on
Mar said. You see that? And see how the panel before it was like an X pattern shot that was going at him?
I thought that was
just going through his skull. And now
yeah, I thought that was like a pattern on the wall behind him from him missing.
Yeah, and now she was connecting.
So it did go straight through his head, and then there's this panel of
oh my god,
lines coming out of the eyes.
Yeah, she's connecting.
I think she's like connecting into him, yeah, because of what happens next. Obviously, it looks like Domo used the last of his energy because he like collapsed after this.
And Lou has this giant axe in his head. He's just zapped.
Mm-hmm.
Then we see his arm going through the netsphere, trying to connect like his real body, but
yeah, dude. Okay, Josh, this is super important.
Mm-hmm.
See this panel where it's like half of his arm is his actual arm, like Devine Lou's looking.
Oh yeah.
It's like breaking through the netsphere barrier temporarily.
It's actually making it through. Yeah,
he made it through, and yeah, on the next panel down, we see like a crack in the barrier from where it actually happened. This is important because something was stolen at this moment in time. Like he stole things from the netsphere when he broke through.
The left from line
just like
body
getting through a little bit, he was able to like get a lot of info.
It must have been what happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he stole a level 9 safeguard body just to get all this on.
So look, the avatar is falling into the water.
Lynn Vega, on the verge of death, you stole safeguard unit data of the highest level.
Okay, more important. Okay, Josh, go back to where he's falling down into the river, right? And then the next panel is like just his head's over the surface, and then he's fully up. Okay, so we're assuming it's assumed that this is Sibo at this point in time. Sibo took over Devine Lou's avatar, and that's who's talking. Because the admin's like, what are you trying to do? And then Sibo is like, I couldn't restrain myself. I want to see the netsphere so badly. And then the admin's like, this was completely unforeseen to us.
And
apparently,
on the first level, you stole safeguard unit data of the highest level. No, I think it's still Davine still, because he went so bad into it that he stole all this data and just went all out. It's him. I don't think it's Sibo.
I thought it was you who actually told me this. There's a different translation of this bubble where I don't know in the past where it's like Devine Lou Lynn Vega on the verge of death. You stole. I heard there was a different translation where it was like.
Well, yeah, that's a theory. Some people think that, but some don't. Okay. I don't think it's logical in this sense.
Yeah, but why would Devine say I couldn't restrain myself. I want to see the net sphere so badly. I feel like that's
Yeah,
SIBO.
because he wanted to see the Netsphere he really wanted to see it. So that's why he went to stealing all of that, getting all these connections, getting the sample, getting all set, and could restrain himself. Is like saying he was like in base reality, he's just going about his normal life, let's say, and he tried this many times to get in the Netsphere. So he just wanted really badly in it because they said in the beginning when they get to the river that he did this a few times already because they know him already. So yeah, that's basically it.
I thought it was
Because
SIBO. I
yeah,
guess either way, you might be right. But then SIBO starts to like transform. I figured that's because she like took over.
she took over. Yeah, she's connecting. She's transforming
They say,
into a level 9 safeguard.
they say something about her making a copy of herself later, though.
What do you? Oh, you
Let's go
mean
on a little bit.
Yeah, so that chapter
the
ends
what?
with, let's see.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Just later on, they say Siwa made a copy of herself. Like that's brought up somewhere. I don't really remember what the whole thing was about. So yeah,
We'll
it ends
come.
with that giant thing transforming, and then we go to the next log.
That's SIBO transforming.
Yeah, that's
Are you
just
sure?
Unfortunately,
transforming
it
into a
is.
level
Yeah.
9.
See like her blonde hair at the front of the thing.
I
That's
guess
her
yeah. And
transforming.
the next log, you have Eco trying to talk to Sibo, and then
Trying
Domo
to
is dead,
stop her
or he looks really dead. Um,
because he is.
that entity inside of the net sphere or whatever is just kind of standing there across the river, and then the transformation continues. So
Hmm.
And
Dude, this
yep,
then
Eco
transformation
runs
Knight
is
away.
taking
fucking
over the
fluid.
body.
Eco runs away and gets inside of what's his name?
Domo.
Domo. Yeah.
Well, he like left a little data letter note after he went in. I think he like he says what he did because it's like
Yeah, so
playing.
Domochevsky, SIBO double registered.
Yeah, SIBO double registered. She
She
transcribed the
transcribed.
genetic
Yeah.
information for the capsule into herself. Okay,
What does double registered mean?
dude, very confusing. I mean, Prater, you're not wrong. This is probably the most confusing part of the whole story, where people are just have their
Their
confusion.
theories.
Yeah, their
Yeah,
theories
because
into
I
it.
wasn't sure what double registered mean. I just know that SIBO basically transforms, and then it seems like she doesn't remember who she is for the rest of it. Seems pretty. She doesn't
No,
seem all
she's just
there.
kind of broken because she took over on
Yeah.
high level safeguard body and just it overrides her own data basically.
So, okay, also double registered could mean technically SIBO has the genome that would allow her temporary access. But if she connected to what Devine Liu was doing with Seiyu's avatar, that could be interpreted as her double registering. Like she's using her
So she
genome
double registered when
and
she got
Seiyu's genome.
through.
Like,
So she double registered when she took over his body and like broke through the firewall thingy. Is that
Yeah,
yeah, but
basically.
I think it's weird. It's almost like Devine Liu broke through the firewall, and then SIBO is there right after, double registering.
Well,
That's
no,
why I
that
that's why I thought it was
firewall was
SIBO.
meant for her or anyone else that tried to intervene, and
That's
Daifun,
true. It was anybody. Yeah.
yeah. Well,
well?
Hiker tries to take over. Take over. Try to give Demo some energy and get him some last message on that he double register. Yeah, we went already about it.
Yeah, and then he's like, right now, SIBO's body is being used to illegally produce a level 9 safeguard
Safe.
unit, which we assume was taken when they broke through to the Netsphere temporarily. Like they stole that data.
Yeah.
And then unfortunately, one reason or another, it started taking over SIBO. Like whatever that level 9 safeguard data was, either SIBO tried to take it into herself and learn it and control it, and she couldn't control it. It took over her. I don't know if it's some sort of like program attached to it that just kind of like grabs holds
No,
on things and turns them
she
into level 9
says
safeguards.
he says she described the genetic information from the capsule onto herself, so she just merged with the body to take it over and to stop whatever Divine was trying to do, in a sense.
Prater says something interesting. He's like, in real life, when something is double registered, it doesn't work correctly, right? Are the two devices confused for one another? That actually made me more confused. Maybe not.
It's blame. It's always confusing.
That is true. But also, yeah. It's cool, Prater. I mean, that's the beauty about Blam. You know, there's tons of different explanations for what happens. But you know, that's what it's all about. Coming up with the theory. I guess. I tried to crack it, dude. Trust me. Like, make sense of everything. You're just gonna stress yourself out. Seriously, gonna stress yourself out.
Don't try too hard.
Yeah.
Don't think too hard. You hurt your brain.
But anyway, this thing fucking means business. When it starts operating, there won't be any way to stop it. He's like, I'm sorry, Domo. My power supply won't last much longer, but please take care of it. Oh, and then he like disappears slowly. Poor Eco. So Eco used his remaining energy to revive Domo, leaving a final message. Which goes back to like a conservation of like energy and mass within this stratum for these guys, because they can't really heal themselves. We're where they're at. And then Domo's looking pretty good though. He looks down at Kiri.
And then takes his gun.
Takes his gun. You even see Kiri still even to the end. He like reaches to try to get his gun back. No. And then this is pretty interesting. So the mass, this mass has like eyes, and
it looks like an egg.
It does look like an egg. Yeah, an egg with a bunch of like weird little arm things.
What's up, Mars? If you shoot him and something like hatches out of it, basically.
What's up, Mars? Bud?
It sounded like he lagged out or something.
I think Martin? I don't remember his name for a second. I was like, I haven't called this man by his name in forever. Anyway.
Oh, he's gone.
Oh, I took him out. Yeah. Mars. I'm gonna remove you and then try to like get back in or something. Or just get it out and try to come back in with the same link. Yeah, dude, this is creepy. So the SIBO was like oh, there you are. Damn.
I didn't say anything.
Whatever. Fucking around. SIBO like was transforming into this like egg type thing that has like eyes, and it looks like Domo
probably because it wants to try to type something.
Okay.
Whatever.
Domo shoots it. It does work pretty well, but then this other thing comes from the remains that looks like
I'm Martin.
Crazy skeleton alien looking thing with like two eggs or two things. Do you see that? It almost looks like two perfect balls.
Yep.
Interesting. And then do you know what it looks like? It looks like fucking Griffith when he turns into I guess that's kind of a spoiler for Berserk. For those of you who have read and watched Berserk, you know what I'm talking about. When Griffith turns into that thing, you know, his like next level of higher being. That's what this looks like. Anyway, he goes to shoot it, and it looks like he shoots it, but
yep,
she was already forming out of it.
Yeah,
There's like crazy. I wish like he put more panels in between what's happening here.
You can see that it was just a shell. Like that white stuff was just a shell because like it's a hand that's like falling off the black hand in the next frame.
Yeah, but he shoots it.
I mean, these things can regenerate, can't they? And I guess it does because it takes his head off in the next couple pictures.
Yeah. Oh, Mars went out. Spoilers for Berserk. We didn't spoil it that much. We didn't continue talking about it. Yeah, weird deformed fetus. Yeah, it looks like it was just kind of like skin, or that weird creature was like a shell to the level 9 being born. Dude, who knows what fucking Nihei was thinking right now? Like, this is seriously the most convoluted scene in the entire story. But boom, yeah. It's almost like, yeah, the skin falls off, and then we see this giant like weapon start charging up that takes Domo's head off instantly.
Mm-hmm.
And this is like a good atmosphere of like horror going on right now too. Where
that weapon is a hand. I didn't notice it earlier, but that weapon is a hand split in two.
Oh, yeah, it's her hand like splitting out. Yeah,
it's got 2 fingers and a thumb.
I see. I didn't notice that before. It's a good catch. See? You're learning.
Mm-hmm. Finally.
After like months.
Yeah, and then Domo's head's just gone. Pretty sure Domo's just dead at this point. Doesn't really come back.
I mean,
Kiri's arm is still...
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah.
Kiri's arm... didn't even try to catch his head. What an asshole.
It's still fucked.
Yeah. In the back of his head, Kiri was like, all right, good. One less thing I have to worry about or deal with.
But still, Shibo wants to help and then tries to fix his arm by letting out some kind of beam by transforming her own arms.
Dude, this level, the halo over her head is fucking gorgeous. Josh, pay attention to this orb by where her uterus is.
Yeah, that's gonna be important later on.
Very important later on.
I feel like it meant something, some kind of symbolism.
I mean, it could, but it actually does mean something. Like what?
She's gonna give birth to a net terminal human.
Oh shit! Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe not.
Seemed like foreshadowing.
If we see
I
this,
actually don't know, so it's not a spoiler.
you see something in her shell.
Do you?
Yeah. See that little thing, the little baby.
Oh, it's a tiny eco.
A tiny little thing, or a tiny little thing.
Wait, it's not yet created because it has to become with Sanakan later on. Yeah,
I don't know about that, man.
We'll
see. This orb goes through transformations and weird shit before Sonicon comes around. We see it.
Yeah, but the baby comes with Sonicon.
Oh man, I like this next scene that's coming up.
Okay, yeah, we'll move on because I'm kind of confused now.
I mean, it's for the territory. That's why I don't want to say more.
Sibo does like a spirit bomb and destroys everything.
Yeah, Sibo. Well, Sibo charges up, and it looks like, oh yeah, Kiri runs to take his gun from Domo, but he got hit with what Sibo shot at him. Oh, but it actually heals his arm.
Yeah, because he wanted to help him.
Yeah.
But he already shot her.
He did already shoot her. Yeah, she got a hole in her.
And then Spencel's still kind of alive, shoots, damages Shibo.
Oh, yeah.
Kitty fires back. Now Spencel's gone for good. Then Shibo gets angry and transforms and heals herself. And then, then we get good shit.
There is shit going on with this orb right now, though.
Blow. And then we get this really cool panel with this giant hollow around her, and just the next panel below is just like the heat that comes off of it, and just I don't know, it just yes, like this double spread of it.
Oh yeah, she's making the giant halo around her. Kiri's eyes look super concerned. He's like, oh shit, something crazy is about to go down.
That's great.
Just boom, dude. Are you talking?
Everything.
You talking about the double page spread where there's like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
panel on top and bottom? Yeah, it just slices everything, just like bisects it.
It's great. And it's just a
It
whole
is pretty
section.
cool. Oh my god, yeah! It starts as like one single layer, and
And then
then the
expands below.
the next panel over, it's just like douche, like giant
Gone.
column of fucking energy blast.
And then
It's pretty wild. Oh, and then we get these cool color pages of the aftermath. Josh, you following along?
we're sleeping.
Okay,
I'm here.
Oh, okay, you know you're following, tracking.
I am.
That's part.
Sorry, I was checking a message real quick.
Very good. Yeah, so the first colored panel we get is kind of like not a flashback.
No, it's
It's
like
about it's what happens in the future slightly ish.
when he transforms his own body because he's had to be healing and he's just stuck in the wall because
Oh,
he's been in magma for like how long?
I'm dumb. I was looking at this, but it's actually a cover page for the log. So it's not like it's consecutively next. So my bad. Yeah, and then we get these just trippy either memory or dreams.
Yeah, one panel is like with trees and all stuff. It's probably just like his early days, probably. Who knows?
Dude, Mars, this one that's like orange and white on the bottom. See it?
Yeah.
I always thought that looked like
Yeah,
Domo and Eco. What do you think? There's like a
Could be or
small.
somebody else because it is Kitty's memories, and we see trees in the background in the foreground, so it's probably Kitty's memory of something. It can be Demo because he met Demo way
Yeah, but
later.
look at these.
So.
Look at these guys. That's obviously
Yeah,
Domo and Eco.
that one. Yeah, that's later on. That's way later on. Or it's just this
It's the next
memory is
page
messed
over.
up and it just mixes things. He probably
Maybe.
mixes things up now.
Dude, to be honest, we know that Kiri is a part of the system. Who knows what the system? Yeah, who knows what the system like records or keeps track of? If we think about it that way, these could be things that have happened in different places at different times throughout,
or it's just his own memory is just jumbled up by walking thousands of years through this giant city, and it's just like fucked up. And different systems he's come across, and the people and the creatures and whatnot.
Yeah, but
I mean, who knows?
I mean, I think some of them could be memories, but that's obviously Domo and Eco. Saying Eco's like waving.
Yeah. And the next one also it's them.
And the next one's like Sibo. From who knows?
Crying.
This could be tons of different things.
Because she wants the director out of the way.
Oh, what if she's like?
I mean, the last one is literally from the manga, and the rest is just like trippy and pretty beautiful.
What if I never noticed she was crying? What if this is a representation of Sibo crying, not being able to control herself anymore because the level 9 whatever took over? Doom, what's up? I haven't seen you in a bit.
Yeah, she was crying. It's like a few times she's actually shown emotions.
Oh, Doom. Domo got taken out by Sibo.
Normally dream in black and white.
And then we get this beautiful red. Yes.
Oh, this next panel with Sibo being all red.
You following?
She looks like a Super Saiyan. I don't know. I get that like Super Saiyan vibe when I look at this panel.
Destroying everything.
Sibo and her shit.
Without the long hair.
And
beautiful. And then Kitty tries to get a shot one last time, but just get his finger snapped, and then he's falling. And then this double spread of everything destroyed and all these clouds and
oh yeah, this was probably when that layer just like expanded because it looks like there's pressure being put on him.
Yeah.
And he's
this magma
overcome by it.
And Kitty is just swelled into the magma and just fucked, basically.
Yeah.
And it's just trying to get stand up, but she just can't. And then at one point, some kind of beam hits Sibo, and it just gets childlike again. I guess
No,
that's
dude,
still the
I
GBE
think
that's firing her.
no,
That's
dude, I
Curie,
think
right? He shot her,
that
right?
beam. No, I don't think Kiri got a shot off. Mars, I think
But
that
where
beam
did
you
the
see
beam
coming
then?
out of the
What's it
structure,
coming from?
SIBO, and then she flies out of the hole it made. I think she's like
No.
flying.
She gets destroyed by it. I mean, yeah, she flies a bit and then she gets through the hole. But what's the beam then? If it's not Kiri, what is it then? Maybe his energy source, like Demo, when he put down the Fune to kill him.
Yeah, I don't think Sibo made that beam because in the next couple panels, she looks
Obviously,
like
She's all
she
fucked
didn't make the
up.
beam. It was hitting
That's
her. Why
true.
would she make a beam that hits her?
I don't know.
It's
Well,
coming
she
from a
looks.
direction.
She
It's coming
looked.
from the clouds, from below to
Yeah, I mean,
her.
right here where she's like flying in it, she looks over here. She looks okay. I thought she
No,
like
she's
made it
getting destroyed
herself and
because
then
in the
got away.
next panels, if you go later on, then she is just all destroyed and just small
Yeah,
again and just stumbles around. So she's been hit by that thing and just lost a
maybe it's the
lot of
new
her
character
mass.
we see in the next couple panels.
Hmm? That's
She probably got
Kitty.
no,
shot by the new character in the next couple panels.
he's talking about Reborn Sonicon as an admin entity.
Is that what that thing is?
Yeah, not really a
And in
spoiler.
rock,
Like you
that's
learn it
Keely
soon.
being, well, encaved in magma and now in stone and trying to recover himself.
I'm just going. Okay, so I see Killy. He's in the magma. He's like getting fucked up and burning alive.
No
And
shit.
then he's like around a storm of it. And then the beam comes out. So do you think like behind the scenes, maybe he shot her? I feel like it would have
Yeah,
killed her.
maybe with his last energy that he got, like Demo, because Demo is also a safeguard, so like a special safeguard. So I think it's that. I
You think
mean,
it's some
why
kind of
would,
energy wave like that?
because
Because if it was the
the beam
GBE,
is
she'd be fucking
going.
dead, I think.
I mean, yeah, but the beam is like going behind her because she's not doing that. Why would she be behind her? Just that makes no sense. Then it would come from her because she's the source. Like when she destroyed that whole area. So I think it's just Kitty bringing one last beam out to her to destroy her.
Not a
I'm pretty
GBE shot.
sure. I mean, what else?
I don't know.
I think it's a GB shot.
I feel like a GBE shot would kill her of that size if it totally
Yeah,
encompassed
probably.
her.
Or she's just that powerful that she can't be really killed at that point. Or she's not enough energy. Who knows, really?
Interesting. Okay. And then, that whole place is devastated, and we kind of see another picture of the river.
And just
I don't know.
disappearing the next because the connection is gone.
Yeah, because everything's just annihilated.
Yep.
Um,
And then we see Killian Rock trying to recover. Then we see the structures. Then we see in one panel we see like some kind of spikes going from somewhere. I don't know what. Maybe it's Shibo trying to change her body, I guess. Maybe.
so we're past where like
Past
Kiri's encrusted. Kiri's like encrusted in the structure. Like he's like
And then we
molten
see a
almost.
few pages with the mega structure, and then the last page in all dark, you see kind of spikes going out. I don't know what that is. Maybe that's Shibo trying to transform, but who knows?
True. I'm looking at where Sibo's all fucked up.
Mm.
She's like dragging along.
And then we have Sanakon being reprogrammed.
Is Sibo
Yeah.
crying or just bleeding?
No, she's bleeding from her eyes, basically.
Poor Sibo, dude. She looks really fucked up.
I mean, yeah, if you have that all.
Well, she's also pregnant, so that's got to be rough.
I mean, still
That's
has to be
true.
pregnant, but we get that later on.
She's got blasted through a wall while pregnant.
The big armored
She's not
silicone
pregnant yet.
creature.
She looks pregnant.
Yeah, Silicon is reprogrammed Predator, but that's like in the next volume.
Yeah. So right now we have Sonicon looks like chasing SIBO.
Yeah, trying to
It's like
get the
going through
genes.
her tracks. Roar. What do you think that hole was made out of?
Probably just the beam that went through it. And
I
that's
found-
where they're tracking the Shiba.
Oh no!
Oh, Mars, your thing again.
What? I'm doing nothing.
I know.
Oh,
How do you
see.
not hear that?
Yeah, I don't have my earphones in, so I don't hear that. I just can
Oh.
talk, and that's it.
Well, come back in because that's terrible. Prater's like, is that Morse code? Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, Mars, just like get out of there and then go back into the lane.
Yeah. I'm doing it.
It almost seems worse than it used to be. It's definitely worse than it used to be.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. But yeah, Sonicon's like, I found the level 9's tracks. I'll continue to pursue. So she's pursuing SIBO. Yeah, Prater, we learn about it. It's explained, but I just don't want to call her that mysterious woman when we know she's Sonicon.
Well, I didn't.
Oh yeah. Oh, she is. Damn, dude. I thought SIBO made that hole, but I guess it makes sense that someone else made it because she's fucked up afterwards. Because I also thought that when Sonicon's tracking her, she used her thing around the hole that was made, and that was like a signal of SIBO, and that's how she knew, like, oh, I'm following her tracks. But now I don't know. I was probably wrong.
I feel like
it's
it was
following
probably
her tracks,
Sonicon doing
yeah,
something
kind of.
similar to like Kiri, where she just shot a hole through a wall and managed to hit SIBO.
Do we think that hole could have been made by this Sonicon?
No. That's made by.
That was one of my theories, but
Shibo.
That's
And that's
far
what she's following.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I don't know, that beam just still confused the hell out of me.
we can move
Yeah,
past it.
I
We've been
don't know
on for a minute.
where it's from.
Yeah, we'll
because
move
she's seen the GBE falling, so it can be that, and it's encased in rock when he finds it later.
Yeah.
So I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the same as Demo and just shooting his last energy at it.
I think that makes the most sense.
What else?
For now. La Liberté
Yeah.
out La Mort. I don't know what that means.
That's France.
Anyway, okay, so we're at log 51. As far as we know, there's a mysterious lady tracking SIBO. And then we see this code. These are what I honestly think are more like definitely memories of Kiri. This is where my clone. This is where my clone. No, that's the dog from the blonde chick earlier in the story. Remember that? She's holding the book. That's not SIBO, yeah. The blonde chick from like log 1 or 2.
Yeah, that's in the
Dude,
memory.
I don't remember anymore.
You don't remember the blonde chick and the dog?
No.
What kind of moron are you?
I don't know, man. I only read it once. That was weeks ago. That was like 6 weeks ago.
You should have read it 5 times by now.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm. Anyway.
Oh yes.
This panel where you see like the arm with tubes in it next to the gun, that's why I think Kiri, there's a shitload of Kiri clones somewhere just waiting for him to like die, and then he'll be re-uploaded into them.
I think that the city has changed too much, and the builders just building constantly new shit, and the whole grid is loose and whatnot. So I don't think it's that.
Well, nothing disproves it. So let me have my theory. All right, Mars.
Nah, I don't have like a theory.
Well, we get this one panel of obvious. They look like safe cards, which I kind of thought is like a. Yeah, which I kind of thought was like a long time memory ago. Maybe when Kiri was working with the safeguards to fight the Silicon
Yeah,
Life when the war first started.
yeah.
And then,
And you have one panel when a hand is reaching for a GB. That can be Keely. That's transforming for some reason and just trying to grab that, but that's also a whole theory on itself, really.
yeah, interesting stuff for anyone. You guys want to make your own theories, think about whether these are memories or what they're of and shit when
Oh
they
yeah,
took
and the
place.
French in the comments means freedom or death for some reason. I don't know why.
Oh, all about that freedom, dude. I don't
Oh
want to
yeah.
die yet. I'll die later. And then
Later.
yeah, Kiri starts being restored. See like a start screen. It like
Mm,
says like, oh, total
total mass
mass.
lost.
Yeah.
Total 40% 0.82 lost.
Initiating restoration. And yeah, he just starts kind of growing back his body.
It looks like he came back better than before. Like his face
Yeah.
doesn't
Oh
isn't
yeah,
covered
the
in scars
style thing
anymore.
is changing. I mean, it's nothing like the first volume. The first volume, you see every little single detail of his hair, and later on, it's just like spikes, like you saw in the early 2000s a lot. So yeah, it's just the style is just changing. That's why it's changing a lot.
Well, I'm
Okay.
just saying that he doesn't. His face looks cleaner now. Like the scars and stuff are gone now.
Yeah, because it's all healed.
All right. I'm going to read a little passage out of the notes that pertain to this part, which is pretty cool. It's titled Kiri question mark part 2, where did the power go? And Nihei's like, how did Kiri, who is completely vaporized by the level 9 and log 51, manage to revive? Question mark. And then where did the enormous amount of energy in the parallel battery storage cluster go? So that happens later on in this log. I guess I'll wait till we get there, till I read the rest of that. It happens pretty soon. But yeah, so Kiri's like, he restored in one way or another. And the molten structure around him breaks away because he like
Magma.
got him shit. Yeah, he's just like, boom, I'm back, bitches. And then he immediately looks for his gun. He's like scanning the surroundings. He sees it, you know, rips through structure and wall to get his gun. And then I forget who commented about this in a previous episode, but they were like, this part is so sick where Kiri just starts like shooting
Gets
off random
angry and just
shots.
everything.
Yeah. Which is pretty cool. You know, we don't get to see a lot of emotion from Kiri, but why am I hearing myself double?
I don't
Huh?
know.
Huh? All right, we're good.
And then his gun changes. It just transforms into his upgraded form, I guess. Like with
Yeah, it's like
two
the
axes.
no restriction version.
Yeah.
And yeah, he literally does it until his arm blows off from the recoil. What a fucking
He
mad lad.
just recovered that, and it's just fucking.
Yeah, he's like, screw it, whatever. And then, like, the next panel later, we see him with his arm. I don't know if he just reattached it, how much time's gone by, or what. And then, yeah, a bunch of him walking around, chilling. Here we are. We get to the battery storage cluster. That's what this is. Because that's literally the
giant thing.
Yeah, that's literally the title of this log. And
so he basically
huge,
recharges.
Dude. Yeah, he recharges. He hooks himself up, does some stuff on the computer, executing program, and
then that whole thing should charge him up.
Yeah, damn. I wonder if that's so crazy to think about, all that power going into Kiri.
Like how powerful he is, that whole room just.
That's fucking crazy. All right, I'll finish reading what I was.
How big that is. That's like, fuck. It just goes on for a damn effort.
Yeah.
Also, not a single word is said in this entire log.
Yeah.
No, he's not a man of many words. That's the whole.
Especially by himself. But anyway, so how did Kiri was completely vaporized, managed to survive? And then where did the enormous amount of energy in the parallel battery storage cluster go? In this mystery, a large element of Kiri's true identity is seen but hidden. First of all, it is possible to think of Kiri as an example of this system emissary, which, if you guys, Josh, if you remember, the admin called him that way back ago. First,
Emissary?
yeah, she was like, or no, Sibo asked the admin in that backup world, is Kiri a safeguard? This was during the fight between the giant safeguard and the giant builder.
Mm-hmm.
Remember? Sibo asked this to admin, and then admin's like, Kiri basically
Yes.
predates the safeguards. He's a secret emissary of the system. That's what this is referring to.
Dope. Yeah.
Anyway, first of all, it is possible to think of Kiri as an example of the secret system emissary. First, I would like to confirm that the resurrection is quite unusual. In such a place, it is impossible to make a download where he's talking. Nihei is saying this because of the unofficial strata. Then how was Kiri able to download his mind and body information, and where did he get the energy from to revive? Question mark. However, as Eco explains, and it's like a quotation mark, NetSphere hardware is embedded in the megastructure, and the stratum is disconnected from the administration. But even then, this function continues to work, even if it is not perfect. So in short, is there a BIOS in this world? It's like capitalized. It's an acronym, BIOS. It's like backup. So I looked it up one time. Josh, you know what that is? As far as computer programs go?
Well, yeah, a BIOS is like what boots up if you don't have an operating system. It's like the foundation of what boots up your computer, I guess, where you control all the. It's where you can also control all the hardware. Like you can choose your CPU frequency, your CPU voltages. You can choose your fan speeds. You can maybe overclock your graphics cards from it. So a BIOS is like where you can go and fuck with hardware.
Okay. Legit. So that's what Nihei's like. In short, is there a BIOS in this world? Which makes sense because that would be like, the restarting of Kiri. And then he goes on. In that case, is he immortal? Question mark. In fact, Eco also uses the word system. What a secret emissary is lies in the words of the dying administrator in the electronic backup world. Kiri is different. He is a secret emissary of the system from before the safeguards. These important words are all that tell us the true nature of Kiri. In other words, does Kiri have something to do with the system? Question mark. Therefore, by some means, the system returned the data/energy to itself and got restored? Question mark. And this is where Nihei is just like being a total troll. If so, is his body truly indestructible? Question mark. He's like, it's like he's making these hypotheses in his own notes.
I guess Kiri is the NetSphere.
It is only natural that the administration asked for his cooperation. If so, the power withdrawn from the parallel battery storage cluster could be compensation. Energy and matter interact. One can become the other, and it is physically impossible to store that much power in Kiri's body. There's no doubt that the power went somewhere else after entering Kiri's body. So I guess what those notes kind of say is Kiri's returning the power that regenerated him back to the system by absorbing the energy in the battery storage cluster. Because Nihei clearly said it went somewhere else. So just more things to think about, I guess. I don't know. I find it pretty interesting. But, oh yeah, Josh, the system that he's referring to is separate from the administration of the NetSphere. It goes back, it says in the notes earlier, it's kind of like the system that controls the atmosphere and the gravity of the world and stuff. Like the overarching, like
life support
system. Yeah, like support of the city type system shit. Anyway, that was long. Sorry for anyone that didn't want to hear all that and just note dialogue. But I think it's pretty important for what's happening. So if you think it was too wordy, suck a dick. It's important. And then, a bunch of walking. Oh, yeah, we're in the next log, right? All right, Mars, you take it. We're almost done.
Okay. Kitty hears something, some kind of voice tries to reach him. Then we get this beautiful two spread of the mecha structure with his
Oh my
also
god,
mentions in
yeah,
a lot
dude.
of game projects. Yeah,
This
that's
is
great.
like the most beautiful, the one of the most beautiful 2-page spreads in the entire manga.
I
Of
mean, yeah,
just
he was an architect, so it
yeah.
makes sense for him to make all this stuff. It really works. Then we get lots of walking more, and then he gets to the remains of an odd builder. He
Oh
tries to
yeah.
hook up with it and talks with it. And what happens? Basically, what happened is that Shiba was flying here, came down. The builder finds her and tries to get her some energy
I,
or food, I guess, in some kind of container.
I think he's just like curious. And he's like,
Yeah,
yeah.
that too, obviously, because he'd never seen something like that. And then the builder approaches her, breaks some of the flooring, says, "I broke it," and then she like a broken computer program, "I broke it," and then
Kiri's watching this,
omission.
right?
Hmm?
So Kiri's
Kiri, Kiri's hooked up to this thing's head and watching this from its memory, right?
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
that's what's
yeah. See,
happening.
he
Oh,
tells
okay.
him, and
I
we
don't know if you
see.
guys said that, but I needed to verify that for myself. All
Yeah. So this is all
right.
happening in the past. This happened in the past.
All right. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's,
yeah.
that's good.
And
Carry
then
on. Carry
they
on.
go to some room. They see lots of rooms, probably residential rooms at one point, I
Yeah.
guess. Then they go to some storing safe in there, so fueling station. Try to
Oh
boot
yeah,
now, try
he's like
to get
charging
some
up.
more energy. Then build some more, and she's watching it. Then the orb is acting up. Then she slumps
I think it,
down.
I think it's important to note here that whatever entity the SIBO is right now, she's
Not
almost
in
like a
control.
child. Like she's not all there. I don't know if like the actual SIBO is somewhere deep within this level
I mean,
9.
it's like a mix of the safeguard and Shibo, so it's just kind of corroborate, but it's just all kind of blurred and all kind of stuff. Errors floating around in her.
Oh,
Mhm.
Prater was like he went back to where Kiri hooked up to the builder, and I think the builder's like, so you are Kiri, and then I think
Yeah,
this
but
is Kiri. I
Shibo
think this,
told him about Keely and that one day Keely will be here and telling him what happened. So this like
yeah,
the premise.
Kiri's the one that's saying, "Why did you call me here?" And then the
Hmm.
builder's like, "Well, dot dot dot," and then he shows Kiri what happened.
Hmm.
So that's what
And
happened
then
there, Prater.
Sanicon, which the administration took over, but that's spoilers territory, whatever.
Oh, dude, Mars, what do you think's happening with
And
in Sibo's orb right here, where it's like freaking out?
hmm?
Contractions.
Sibo's orb contractions, yeah,
That's
the
right.
baby, dude. Is it gonna
Yeah,
happen
yeah,
yet?
or maybe just doesn't have control over the body and is just acting on its own, basically, because she
Yeah, who
illegally
knows?
took it over.
Who knows what's happening in
But
that fucking orb right now, man?
Sanicon tries to talk with the builder with like code like 110011 and knows what's and he says it's not here. I don't know where it is. And she says you're a strange bill. You can speak and can even lie. Then the particles
Yeah,
leaking
because she's
from the
like,
level
I know the
9
level
were
nine's here.
observable all from the city. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah,
Then she's from the administration, and you need to tell me everything. Okay, like come with me. And then she stops and says, "I'll be right back." She's holding her GDE in front of this creature, like a silicon life that tries to take Shibo away. This highly powerful one, and shoots like 3 bullets from his head for some reason. Tries to shoot her, and she
yeah.
jumps in there, drops
It's got like
kicks
3
in.
holes in its head that it just like shoots from. It's
Yeah, yeah,
wicked
and then
looking.
just drops kicks him to the fucking floor. Then it sweeps out
Oh,
some
fuck yeah.
tentacles Then it runs away. Then we get a new creature.
Dude, I was just
Which
thinking
is
about
this?
listening to you say these things with no context about what's happening would be incredibly weird. Like, and everything, and then the tentacle comes out of his head.
Hentai, all the
That's
fucking
that's just a normal thing that happens in the Blam world. You know, tentacles
yeah,
and
hentais all the time. It's
centipedes
highly
and shit.
sexual.
um,
Hell yeah. I mean, you gotta be a moron to take that if you're that far into the podcast, but yeah.
these
And then
people.
we
Oh
get this
yeah,
giant Terminator, which is like an awesome design, to be honest. Like in
well,
the Tokyo
Sonicon
Park.
gets blown back by the tentacle, smashed
Yeah.
into a
And
wall.
then it just disappears and
Oh
never
shit,
seen
you're
again.
right. It's just gone. Okay, I see that.
It's
And then
hiding
we get
behind the
this
door.
yeah. And then we get this
Oh,
giant cyber looking Terminator guy. And in the Tokyo Pops, you barely could even see him because they put
it's
the
so dark.
brightness a lot down. So
So
he was just
dark,
all
dude.
black and that's it.
Yeah, he does look fucking stacked. He almost looks like a Gundam, which we're gonna be
The
getting into
guns.
soon.
Fucking guns.
Gundam, dude.
Fucking mini Gundam, yeah.
And yeah, there's Siba is just like sitting out of the window. She looks cute.
Mm. And then the guy tries to blow the fucking door in, but she was next to him. I don't know how the fuck she did that. She probably just flown to another
Well,
room, opened that, and
there's
just came
like two
to.
doors. There's two doors in that room. Looks like she just walked
No,
in.
multiple. They're like 1, 3. It's like a whole hall. Like you saw it earlier. It's like a whole residential hall, basically. She just took another door and just flown to another window and just opened that, I guess. And then
Yeah.
he's like, oh, well, that was easy. Okay, let me grab you, then shoot some kind of foam at her. And then Sonicon is just saving her just in time, trying to enter trying to say I'm a representative of the administration. It's now an restricted area. He thinks, fuck that, and just charges through the wall, trying to shoot him, trying to get him. Jumps through the window. And you see this whole complex is also awesome. It's like it's non-detailed, but it's just yes, it's great shit. Then
Dude,
he comes through the wall.
that foam shit is deadly.
Mm, it's just yeah, I don't know. It's just I don't know what it does, but it's just
It does what it looks like it does.
yeah.
That's what
And then they get to the other window. She's caught in the air with the stuff, and she sticks to her leg. And then his whole arm transforms, and she shoots this whole
Oh
foam
damn,
into the
dude.
wall
Yeah.
to the other side, and just the whole thing transforms into foam. Sonic escapes by getting a foot out,
I
and
think
just
just
runs.
she breaks it. Cause you see it's still
Ah,
stuck
yeah,
into the
yeah, she
foam
breaks it.
stuff.
Yeah,
She like
Yeah, she
breaks her
loses
leg
that
to
foot.
escape it. And then yeah, she just jumps away with the leg she has left.
yeah, and then just everything is turning to foam.
Actually, it looks like
Some kind
it's
of
just
foam.
the boot because it looks empty.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
it's a boot.
I think she just left the boot. I think she's might maybe still have both legs.
Oh. Like yeah, like she has her stump or whatever the fuck that. Yeah,
Yeah,
because she
she's
has
got
her
a
stump
stump.
when she lands a little bit. Interesting.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, and
Okay.
then just everything gets destroyed. He's transforming again. Oh no, it's her boot because you see her walking away with Shibo because they escaped.
Yeah, at the end she has
And
like
that's the
yeah,
end
it's
of the
different.
volume.
And that's the end.
And
Oh
then
man.
Life Industries. That was great.
Even with just the three of us, I kind of liked how that went.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. Obviously, that it's not like five per five.
Yeah, it wasn't four blam heads just screaming over each other.
No, I'm
I
right.
think
No, it is the theory. Now, fuck you.
I think normally it's pretty good. Oh, I need some water bad.
Well, I guess that's it. No. Heading out
For the forum, yeah.
while he's gone.
Yeah, don't leave us yet.
No, I'm not gonna.
No, not you. I mean, the 3 people that are watching.
Oh, do we have 3 people watching?
Yeah, I can see it from my side, because, well, I'm like a mod now, sort of. I can end the stream, I can block people, I can change everything. I have the power.
I don't actually usually read through these comments. Let's see.
I just read the important stuff, like people that have theories or just interesting ideas, and the rest is just whatever, really. But how do you
at the
find?
end, we just kind of talk about some random stuff, and then
Yeah, we always do, basically.
and then say goodbye.
Yeah. So how do you like the volume?
It's good. It was dope. This is actually a pretty fun one. It's probably the one I have felt most engaged with, despite I didn't think I was gonna manage to even finish reading it this morning, because I woke up super late in a panic. I was like, oh, I fucked it up again.
Like always.
But I still had time, so I woke up and read it real quick.
And
Yeah,
good
he-
thing
all
it's
worked
sucked
out.
in.
Dude, he texted me. He's like, I have a problem. And I just immediately called him. I was like, what's wrong? He's like, I just woke up and we get the
It was like
podcast
noon.
in 12 minutes or so. I was like, no, dude, it's in an hour and 12 minutes.
Yeah. So I
So I'm
really
Jesus
like,
slowed down.
Christ,
I need to
Josh.
read this shit.
It's so like it's because
It's so hard. It's so hard to get up at noon. Like, what the fuck? You know
Yeah,
how many
you
things
have
I
2
did
weeks
today
to
I told
read
you,
this
before
shit.
noon?
hold on. I told you. I got like sleeping issues. I was like up to like 6
For
or
2
7 in the
weeks?
morning, just trying to sleep. Well, no, it's because I usually read it the day before or the morning of the podcast, because that way it's fresh on my mind. Otherwise, I'll forget. I can't tell you what we read last week, like 100%. I remember a few things. I don't remember all
I
of it.
mean, yeah, sure. I read it like a few days before it, or like something like that. I mean, not literally
usually
just
just-
reading a few pages and then weeks later. Yeah, that's not gonna work.
I think it works fine reading in the morning of. That's how.
I started doing that too. But I've
Yeah.
also read it. I've read it on so
A
many
lot.
different occasions. Like, I know what's
Yeah, but
happening. I know what's going to happen.
But I also take notes. I have a notebook
That's
here with
good,
all my
dude.
notes.
Did you read the
Yeah,
Blam
you're
notes?
learning.
No, I still haven't read the Blam notes. I skimmed them a little bit the other day, and I was just like,
It's a lot, dude. Like, you have to
Yeah.
be in the mood
And
to like
complete
dig into Blam lore.
into
Yeah.
that, actually.
Yeah. Damn, yeah, this a lot of confusing stuff did happen. There's really just that one scene where like Sibo turns into level 9. Everything about that scene is just very what the fuck is
Weird.
happening.
He just
Yeah,
transforms into a cocoon, literally, and just transforms and becomes this beautiful butterfly that can destroy everything on its path. Some
Yeah,
kind of metaphor.
Shazoid, this Master Edition has 2 of my favorite fights. One, Kiri against Schiff, and then the
Yeah.
second one being Domo and Kiri in the pit, just like going ham on
Everything.
the silicone life. So cool. Damn. I want it soon. I don't know. I kind of
Yeah.
wanted to chill a little bit. I guess it is like, it's almost like 2 hours, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I have stuff to do.
Also,
Yeah.
little
I also have
tidbit.
stuff to do.
All right, we'll call it. Hey guys, for everyone that joined the live stream, thanks. Those watching afterwards, hope you enjoyed it. Sticking through, like,
Right.
comment, subscribe, tell
Smash
your
it
Blam
like.
head friends, all
Well
that good
said.
stuff. No.
Yes.
Next episode is the final Master Edition for Blam. So it's going to cover log. I don't have it in front of me. The rest of them.
Oh, arbitrary.
Yeah, it's going to cover log, what is it? 55 to, I believe, 64, 66, whenever it ends, 55 to the end. Yeah, don't worry, I'll hit you up, Prater. And yeah, everyone have a great weekend. Have fun,
Read Blam.
if you're going to drink and do drugs, do do them responsibly.
At the same time.
Or not.
Yeah. Well, if you do them at the same time, you got to be extra responsible. And dope. See you next week, everyone. Peace.
Bye.
Stay tall, heavy, tough, motherfuckers.
Bye.